What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Bofino bringing you guys in another YouTube video. And so I'm getting ready to go into the center to work on some homework, but I was just thinking, like, especially now, not even just everything with like YouTube, but just in general, I feel like so many people always are complaining about like why they're not successful, why they're not this, why they're not that. And I feel like a lot of it is just because people just don't want to work. Like, like it's almost like the whole New Year's resolution thing, right? How, well, a lot of the people that started in January, it's like, almost into February or midway through February. So a lot of those people have probably kind of died off. But you get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people that start their New Year's resolution, like, oh, I'm going to go to the gym 3-4 days a week. I'm going to lose all this weight. I'm going to eat healthy, blah, 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 blah. And then they stop in like end of January. They may not even make it to February. And then they start complaining about, oh, how come they haven't lost weight? How come they haven't this? How come they haven't that? And it's like, it's because you haven't put in the work. You're working out, but you're not working out as much as you said you were going to when you first started. Just a lot of stuff I feel like people complain about, or people talk about why they're not successful, like on YouTube. You have people on YouTube be like, oh, I don't have 100 subscribers, but they haven't even uploaded a video, or they only uploaded one video. It's like, how do you expect to be successful if you haven't worked for it? It's almost the same thing like with my degree. I'm going for engineering. I'm not saying, I'm not like trying to throw shots at people that have liberal arts. I'm just saying that typically STEM majors are harder. And I knew that going in, that my major was not going to be a piece of cake. It was not going to be easy, and you have to work for it. Like anything, if you really want it, you got to work for it. I feel like a lot of stuff that comes easy to people, they don't appreciate it, and that's why it goes away. Like, you can almost use the example of the Paul brothers. They've been acting crazy. They've been, doing stuff because, in a sense, things were kind of handed to them when you think about it. I mean, they worked for it, but I'm saying, like, the reason why they're acting like they are now is because I feel like some things have been handed to them. They've been able to just kind of take things for granted and not really had to work for it, And so that's the reason why you're not successful. It's like, you don't put in the time, you don't put in the work. Like some people say, like, oh, how did I do my thumbnails, or how I do this? Like, I'll spend hours upon hours going online, figuring out how to make this, how to do this type of thumbnail, how to record this way, like editing software, how to use this type of editing software. Like, this stuff just didn't happen overnight. I had to spend time to get to even where I'm at now, and I'm still not 100% like successful. I mean, I would say that I'm doing better than a lot of other content creators, but I'm still not like successful, but it's like I've worked my butt off to get to the point of where I'm at now. Same with school. I'm a senior in school. I just didn't get senior status by just not going to class, not doing homework, not doing, anything. I had to work my butt off. And it's the same mentality you have to have with anything in life. Like, you have to work for it if you really want it. And almost like how they say, hard work beats talent. Someone could be really talented at X, Y, and Z, but if they don't put in the work, it doesn't really matter. Like, yeah, you're talented, so you may have the ability to do something a little bit easier than someone else, but that person that's working harder in the end is going to come out on top because they are the ones who are putting in the work. And that's just the truth. You got to put in the work if you want to be successful in life. So, like, I don't know, there's so many people nowadays, I feel like everyone just complains about why they can't do this or why this and that, when it's like I remember I was watching one of Roberto's Blake, one of his videos, and he's right. Like, it's 2018. Like, there's so much free stuff. Like, people used to have to go to school to learn how to edit videos, to learn how to do graphic design in terms of like thumbnails. I mean, just like even making computers, you had to go to school to learn how to like put a computer together. Now you can go on YouTube and literally type in how to make a computer. There's websites that will tell you, like, you can put in, let's say you're like, oh, I want to buy a computer in the $400, $500 range. They'll tell you the best specs to buy, to get a computer that's in the $400, $500 range. Like, there's so much free stuff out there now. And that's not saying that, oh, that means that you should be successful, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like so many people complain about not being successful, but then, like, what are you doing to try to get to that point? What are you doing to try to even have a shot at being successful? Nothing but complaining, so, and that applies to YouTube, that applies to work, that applies to losing weight. I mean, that can apply to like almost anything really when you think about it. It's like, what are you doing to try to be successful? And if you're just complaining about it and you're not like really stepping up and doing something about it, then I mean, you're the only person to blame. Because like I said, nowadays there's so much stuff out there, and it's the truth. There is, like, there's so many videos of how to do this, how to do that. There's so many free programs now. Like the first editing software I used before I started using Adobe was Lightworks. Lightworks, yeah, it's not the best, but I mean, if you were unsure about making videos, or you were unsure about doing X, Y, and Z, it's the perfect program to start off with. Like, you don't know, you can, even Adobe, like Creative Cloud and stuff, they got 30-day free trial, so you can even try their stuff to see if you like. A lot of software stuff, they have like 2-3 months of free stuff, or a month free to see if you like it, to test it out. So that means it gives you a month to grind on free software that you're not even paying for. So it's like, I don't know, people are just so lazy nowadays. It's just like everybody just don't want to do nothing. They just want to whine and complain about stuff. It's like, that's why you're not successful. It's because you make 1,001 excuses. You can make, like right now, I'm getting ready to go on right now to the tutoring center. Well, not tutoring center, but the lab to do homework. I can make an excuse right now. Oh, it's Saturday. I really, I want to just chill out. It's not a school day. But no, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. Like, I mean, it's not, I was up early, but I'm saying, like, I'm getting up here before everyone else gets up here. There's nobody in this parking lot, really. It's like maybe 10 cars. Not even 10. It's like 5. Like 5 or 7, it's like the early bird gets the worm, So, I mean, that's just like my little morning rant. I don't know. I was just thinking about that on the way I was coming up here, like some people just complain about why they're not this, why they're not that, but they don't work. And I'm not out here trying to say, oh, I'm the hardest working person. No, but I'm just saying a lot of people don't work, and then it's like they wonder why they're not where they're at. It's like you got to put in the work. You got to put in the time. You got to show the effort that you're trying to like be about that, So it is what it is. But that's just my morning rant. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later. Peace, Fan Army.